Say hi. मेरी को बना रहा था ये समझ नहीं आ रही क्या भैया जाना तो बापू यार मेरे को सारे ले जाओ ठीक है मतलब पास ले जा लो बहुत बुरा पछताओ लो ये बयाना मुझे मैं जब तो बोल रही थी मैं कोई फायदा कराए कोने बेना ने कोई की चाय पिलाओ से हां चाय तो पी लो So really. We are in Jaipur and I charged my phone for a little bit.
Getting experience.
We were looking for a place for me to charge my camera. And this guy like picked us up. The one that's in my previous videos. He's really nice. He's like so nice. He brought us to his like, really nice cafe. And then Jonathan got sick. He got like a little food poisoning. So he went to go pick up some medicine.
Wait, what year are you?
And then he wanted to go like lay down. And the guy who I met, he
You done with university?
No,
allowed Jonathan to like he allowed Jonathan to stay in his place. So now we're here about to eat some of his mom's home cooked food, which is really nice. So nice. Say hi, Jonathan. He feels better. Just a little bit. So hard. Namaste.
Namaste.
kind. Slim shady, I see the heart, but she be that lady. I feel you creeping, I can see it from the shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo.
We are in from a long ass day. A long ass couple of days actually. I haven't recorded in a while because my camera was either dead, and in India they don't have like the outlets that we have, so it's been hard for me to charge my camera. But I got a chance to when I got to Jaipur. Damn, it's so much updating to do. I don't even know why I left off. But India is crazy. I think I was just telling Jonathan that this is like the ultimate culture shock for me, and I think when I get back to the US, I'm just really not going to be the same after this. Like, I thought Thailand was like a crazy culture shock, but India is like times 20, because there's literally monkeys running around on the street. There's literally elephants running up and down the streets. There's literally camels running up and down the streets, and there's literally cows running up and down the streets. Like, so that mixed with like Indians having like no real traffic rules. So there's no lanes, there's no two-way streets. Like, people just drive wherever and however they feel like driving. And there's no like crosswalks or like signs telling people when they should or shouldn't walk. Like, people just walk and cross the street in whichever way they can. So I almost got hit by cars a few times. It's just so crazy. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm in a movie, or like this is not real life, but it's real life. And the poverty here is extreme. There's like women, sometimes they will walk up to me with like their babies, and their babies sometimes look dead and stuff, and they ask me for money, and they would stand in front of me and tap me for about like 2 minutes straight, like, madam, 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 can you please help me, madam, madam, like for like 2 minutes straight, literally. Like, all of the buildings aren't built all the way, they're like crumbling, and people are just really, really poor here. And because of that, the food is really, really cheap. Like, everything is really, really cheap. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, every day I see something that's like out of my, it just blows my mind. Like, whether it's the people or the animals or the driving or the food and the way people eat food with their hands, or their clothes that they wear. Like, a lot of Indians wear a lot of turbans. A lot of Indian men wear a lot of turbans. And it's so diverse here. Like, you have Muslims, you have Christians, you have fucking Hindus, you have Hindi language, you have English language, you have just so many different diverse languages. Oh, how could I forget? I think the biggest culture shock for me is definitely people staring at me. Like, I always tell you guys about how in Thailand I get stared at, but in India I get stared at times 50. I don't even think y'all understand. Like, I try to get it on video of like how bad people stare at me. So they will look at me for at least a minute straight, right? 1 minute straight. Like, they will stare, turn their heads. There has been like men on bikes and driving cars, and they almost like crash because they're staring at me. People on the street, they ask to take my photos. I probably get my photo taken with people like 5-6 times a day. Mostly it's because of my hair. People don't see hair like this, definitely not. And I think even if I had my fro out, people would stare at me. I'm recording.
Sorry.
Were you talking to the...
Yeah, he said we could pay tomorrow. So everything's good. Like, he'll book the nights. Hey, film me like this.
Wait, because our hotel room is so small. He's mad tall. Like, wow. What was they saying though?
He'll reserve the room, and then we just pay the day of. So.
Okay.
He said pay the nights individually for some reason. So not all at once.
I was just telling him that we get stared at, and people ask to take pictures of us like 40 times a day.
You ever want a taste of the paparazzi and the famous life? Just come to India for a little bit and walk down the street.
But they will have to look like us because we're unique.
That's true. We are a unique duo. So.
True. That's a fact. But yeah, it's been crazy. I think that's like the biggest shock for me while being in India. Now I'm actually thinking about whether or not I want to be famous, because this is not that fun. It's actually tiring talking to, saying hi to, and taking pictures with like 100 people a day. So you should consider it too. And I am wearing my sari and my, what is this called? I forgot what it's called, but a lot of Hindus wear it, but it's not anything like religious per se. They just wear it because they want to complete the outfit. It's kind of like a trend thing. I got some earrings, and a lot of Indian women have like their nose pierced. I even thought about getting it done out here. I don't know, these shops don't really look sanitary, so. And then I got my henna. It's kind of complete now. And tomorrow we are waking up at like 5:30 in the morning to go to the Taj Mahal finally. And I bought another sari for that trip. And Jonathan bought some like a turban and like a little traditional man dress. So it should be fun. We're gonna take a lot of photos, and I'm gonna try to record as much as possible because I haven't been recording that much because I've been too in shock too. And I really love my sari, and I really love Indian style dress, and I just love everything about the culture. Even when the men wear like their turbans and they look kind of like run down and rusty, like it's just beautiful to me. And I especially love this because it's like my third eye. Just India is a beautiful country. It's very, very contradicting though, because it's such a poor country, but the people look so colorful. Everyone is so colorful, so, and diverse. There's so much diversity here, so it's just very, 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 very eye-opening, y'all. And it's funny because I tried to wear my sari and like blend in, but it made people stare even more because they're like, who is this woman with this sari on and hair like that? Like, a lot of people tell me that my hair is beautiful, and they touch it and they ask questions and they take pictures of me without even my consent. Like, it would be like literally a crowd of people around me, and it's probably like 5 people like snapping pictures, like the flash is like on. It's just crazy. Like, I literally feel like a celebrity here. People smile at me, and also I tell people that my name is India, and they cut my ass like all day. Like, they would be like, what's your name? I'd be like, India. They'd be like, no. I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, nah. I'd be like, yes, my name is India. Do you want to see like my ID? And then they be like, ha 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 ha, my name is Pakistan. You have a brother, his name is Pakistan. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, why are y'all cutting my ass right now? But, and I've been meeting a lot of Indian locals, of course. And a lot of guys, of course, are willing to help me, I guess, because I look different and exotic and stuff like that. But like, a lot of people are very, very helpful here. They're really nice. The people who do speak English, and they see that we're like foreigners, and they help us. It's not really a lot of foreigners here or tourists. I barely see any. So like when we come and people are like turning heads like, oh, what up? So it's crazy. What an experience this fucking is. It's epic, literally. Like sometimes I'm like in a tuk-tuk and I'm like seeing all these elephants run down the street and camels run down the street, and I'm like, yo, I live a dream right now. This is not real. But then I'll be like, yo, this is reality right now. Like,